Welcome. Whether you're resting, reflecting, or drifting off to sleep, let's explore DMT, often called the spirit molecule. Tonight's journey begins in the rainforests of the Amazon and travels through labs, dreams, and ideas. DMT is a naturally occurring compound found in plants, and intriguingly, in the human brain. It creates vivid, often mystical experiences that some liken to dreaming with your eyes open. Let's begin at the beginning, by the firelight of an Amazonian night. For millennia, Amazonian peoples have brewed a sacred tea called Ayahuasca. The vine Banisteriopsis caapi, combined with Psychotria viridis leaves, which contain DMT, produces a psychoactive brew that shamans use for healing, insight, and spiritual communion. These visions, often of ancestors, animals, or cosmic realms, are not hallucinations to them, but teachings from the spirit world. Archaeological clues suggest that entheogenic plant use dates back thousands of years. Across the Amazon, tribes developed rituals guided by music, intention, and community. The DMT experience was framed not as escape, but as access to deeper reality. Even today, many see ayahuasca as medicine for the body and spirit, capable of healing trauma, addiction, and disconnection. Westerners now travel for ayahuasca tourism, raising ethical concerns about cultural appropriation and sustainability. But respectful cross-cultural collaborations are also emerging. In 1931, chemist Richard Monsky first synthesized DMT. In the 1950s, Hungarian psychiatrist Stephen Sara became the first to document its effects in humans. He described intense, short-lived hallucinations, more potent than LSD. This sparked interest in whether the brain could produce its own psychedelics. By the 1960s, scientists discovered that humans do produce DMT in trace amounts. Julius Axelrod found the enzyme INMT, which enables this synthesis in the body. DMT was found in blood, urine, and possibly in the pineal gland, though much of this remains speculative. Due to legal crackdowns in the 70s, research stalled until the 1990s, when Dr. Rick Strassman conducted groundbreaking clinical trials. He administered DMT to dozens of volunteers who reported entity encounters, otherworldly realms, and deeply spiritual insights. Strassman's book, DMT, The Spirit Molecule, helped reintroduce psychedelics into scientific discourse. DMT is a tryptamine, structurally similar to serotonin and melatonin. It binds primarily to 5-HT2A receptors, just like LSD and psilocybin, creating a cascade of altered neural activity. It also activates sigma-1 receptors, linked to neuroplasticity and stress regulation. Smoked or injected, DMT acts rapidly and clears quickly, lasting only 15-30 minutes. When ingested in ayahuasca, MAO inhibitors from the vine prevent its breakdown, extending the experience to 4 to 6 hours. Brain imaging shows that DMT suppresses alpha waves and increases theta, mimicking REM sleep and dreaming. The mind becomes more chaotic, yet creatively ordered, like a lucid dream filled with geometric visions and felt presence of entities. The default mode network, associated with ego and narrative self, quiets down, allowing more fluid and interconnected brain activity. Some research suggests DMT is released during extreme stress or near death, though this remains speculative. Studies in rats have shown brain DMT levels comparable to serotonin, especially near death, supporting the hypothesis that DMT might contribute to near-death-like experiences. In recent years, DMT and ayahuasca have shown promise in treating depression, trauma, and addiction. Observational studies in Brazil and Peru reported rapid antidepressant effects. Western clinical trials, like those by Small Pharma in the UK, are testing DMT-assisted therapy for major depressive disorder. In one trial, a single DMT session led to significant reductions in depression scores, often within hours. These effects lasted weeks, even months for some participants. Crucially, these sessions include therapeutic support before, during, and after, highlighting the importance of setting, and integration. Other research explores DMT for end-of-life anxiety, PTSD, and potentially even stroke recovery. Though still early stage, DMT's fast-acting profile could make it attractive compared to longer-acting psychedelics like psilocybin or LSD. Safety remains a concern. Screening, preparation, and support are essential. While rare, risks include psychological distress, especially in unsupervised or exploitative context. DMT has entered public consciousness through books, documentaries, podcasts, and visionary art. Strassman's The Spirit Molecule and Terence McKenna's tales of machine elves fueled fascination. Joe Rogan's commentary helped bring DMT to younger audiences, often mixing awe with humor. Artists like Pablo Amaringo and Alex Gray have visually captured ayahuasca and DMT realms. Musicians have sampled shamanic chants, and films like Enter the Void use DMT as narrative metaphor. Yet with popularity comes risk, dilution, sensationalism, and misrepresentation of indigenous traditions. Groups like Chacruna and Ice Ears advocate for reciprocity, education, and ethical use. Many now call for decolonizing psychedelic science, ensuring indigenous voices and knowledge are centered in how we study and apply these substances. Looking ahead, DMT presents both promise and peril. As psychedelic therapy expands, we must consider who has access, who benefits, how do we ensure sustainability and equity. Ayahuasca plants are slow-growing and demand risks ecological and cultural harm. If legalized or decriminalized, DMT therapy may become more widespread, but only if embedded in care models with trained facilitators. Extended state DMT research could explore deeper states, though this raises philosophical questions about what consciousness actually is, and whether these realms are purely internal or something more. Whether viewed as brain-generated or spiritually real, DMT experiences often lead to lasting change in worldview. Many report increased empathy, reduced fear of death, or new clarity about their life path. The key is integration, bringing insights back with humility and groundedness. From Amazonian rituals to EEG labs, DMT connects the ancient with the cutting edge. It stirs the brain's dream architecture and the soul's deepest metaphors. Whether or not one chooses to experience it, DMT invites reflection on the mysteries of consciousness, healing, and perception. As we close this quiet journey, let's carry forward a sense of curiosity, not only about molecules and minds, but about how to live more connected, open-hearted lives. Sleep well, and may your dreams be vivid and meaningful.